Roman Reigns made Raw watchable. The show desperately needs this man. Raw needs Reigns like a heart needs a beat. Like Ryback needs Cheetos. Like Big Show needs turns. Like Lashley needs women. Like Eva Marie needs wrestling lessons. Starting from the basics. I'll talk about Roman Reigns in a second, but Keith Lee. Now, you know Keith Lee as Limitless Keith Lee. Well, no more. Right now he's going to be called Keith Bearcat Lee. That sounds so badass. Very badass. Bearcat. Whew. Just saying that word makes me scared. I'm glad WWE decided to change the name. They can't, treat us like idiots anymore. Limitless? Everyone has a limit. I bet the guy cannot fly. I bet the guy cannot breathe in water. I bet he can't survive a main roster call-up. Bearcat Keith Lee. Keith Bearcat Lee. That sounds so aggressive.
I know, that's my bear. That's my bear. Look at you! Oh my god, attacking Bearcat!
What is going on, my beautiful sexy beasts? As always, you wanna show me some love, you wanna grow your coca jumbo to the moon, click that like button, thank me later. Now, I'm not trying to say that Monday Night Raw was amazing, not at all, but in my honest opinion, this was one of the better episodes of the last whatever long it's been. And obviously, a lot of it has to do with Roman Reigns. Now, obviously, I'm not sure how possible this is. Fox has a better deal with the WWE, and they probably have, more say than USA Network, which is Monday Night Raw. But think about it. If there is any possibility, Roman Reigns needs to go to Monday Night Raw. Now, I know we all like SmackDown. What's the reason we like SmackDown? A lot of it has to do with Roman Reigns. Even without Roman Reigns, SmackDown is a decent show, so in my honest opinion, I believe Roman Reigns should get drafted to Monday Night Raw. Roman's promos, matches, segments, backstage segments with Paul Heyman could fill in that time and still make it entertaining. Again, I'm not saying that SmackDown doesn't need Roman Reigns, but Raw desperately needs Roman Reigns because the ratings are just going down, and the show is boring as hell. It's a lot easier to book SmackDown, it's easier to fill in time because, it's a shorter show. It's really hard to make Raw entertaining when it's a 3-hour-long show, and unlike SmackDown, it doesn't have the guy. Whether it's a negative or a positive, SmackDown highly focuses on Roman Reigns, and Monday Night Raw doesn't have that guy, even though it's a very long show. I highly doubt WWE are going to draft Roman Reigns to Raw, because like I've said, Fox has a better deal with the WWE, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to lose Roman Reigns, who's basically the biggest star in the WWE right now. I'm pretty sure that's, very unlikely to happen, but like I've said, Raw desperately needs Roman Reigns, and when I was watching Raw, I was actually entertained. I didn't get bored. Obviously, it was a big episode, I understand that, but instead of watching all of these terrible 24/7 segments, Eva Marie matches, all this filler, I would rather watch more Roman Reigns backstage segments, Paul Heyman talking to Adam Pearce. Raw needs someone that can give you a lot of entertaining TV time, and Roman Reigns is exactly that. Now, this episode of Monday Night Raw kicked off with Biggie, who gave a very emotional promo. He received "You Deserve It" chants. He thanked everybody, including Brody Lee. He said, "I'm grateful for all of you below the heavens and one incredible friend above." That was beautiful. We all know how special the relationship between Biggie and Brody Lee was. He says, "Tonight we have to cut the celebration short because the New Day has business with SmackDown Tag Team Champs Usos and their little friend." And then we see the Usos and Roman Reigns, and we saw both WWE champions raising their championships. They're doing this a lot lately, and it makes me worried that WWE might end the brand split. Now, I know many people say it's a positive. I never liked the idea. I like other people getting opportunities. If WWE will end up ending the brand split, you're going to see the same champions for years. And I appreciate the draft. I appreciate separate rosters. Shaking things up always makes things, feel a bit more fresh. Then we saw the 6-man tag team match. For some reason, it opened the show, so you all knew something is about to happen. Now, the match was really entertaining. I didn't mind it one bit. You know, we got it on free television. That's great. I absolutely loved how Roman Reigns looked during this match. Very dominant. But of course, we saw Bobby Lashley. He spears Biggie, slams Kofi Kingston into the barricade. We see a spear from Roman Reigns to Xavier Woods, and Roman Reigns wins the match. Well, Roman Reigns and the Usos. But then we saw a spear to Roman Reigns from Bobby Lashley. The man is all business. That's what happens when you take away the championship from Bobby Lashley, and now he can't enjoy the same amount of women anymore. Women love them champions. Then he spears Biggie into the barricade. I did it for them women. So yeah, typical WWE stuff, but this time it's a bit different. You know, usually we see a one-on-one match, someone interferes, someone else interferes, another dude interferes, and then it turns into a 6-man tag team match. This time around, no. Backstage, Bobby Lashley is angry. He demands a match against Biggie and Roman Reigns. He didn't even receive the answer. Adam Pearce was just looking at him, and he left. The most intimidating man in the WWE, Adam Pearce. He looked straight into your eyes, into your soul, and Bobby was like, okay, I gotta chill with them women. So yeah, that was a nice way to open Monday Night Raw. Obviously, we knew something is about to happen because you just kicked off Raw with your main event, which logically doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Imagine booking your show and in kayfabe not knowing that something is gonna happen. You're like, okay, I'm gonna put this match in the opening segment. Then, you know, we're gonna have Eva Marie versus Doudrop. We'll figure it out. We'll see. Riddle comes in and he goes on about syncing their playlist together. And then, you know, he's going on and on and on and on and on and on. Orton talks Riddle into keeping Omos busy while he's dealing with AJ Styles tonight. Then they start listening to music, and apparently Riddle played Randy Orton's theme song. He was singing it, and Randy Orton could barely hold his laugh. These two are just amazing. Now I'm wondering what kind of music Randy Orton listens to. That is the real question right here.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man?
Then we saw Eva Marie versus Doudrop. Before the match, Eva Marie says, I'm not the one to shame, but look at me again, then look at her. No matter to Bobby, no matter at all, women are women. Bobby loves all of them women, different shapes and sizes. I like all of them flavors of women. And, you know, it's okay, Eva, you still have time to learn, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of wrestling, but it's not. Yeah, it's okay. And Doudrop wins the match. Of course she does. We're seeing the same thing every week now. Not sure where this is going at all. Biggie is angry, and now he demands a match against Lashley and Reigns. So, more good news, you know, a triple threat match between three of the most important legit superstars in the WWE. I appreciate that. You know, once in a while, the brand split doesn't need to be taken as seriously. Then we saw Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Now, I wanted to say another rematch, but this was one of their best matches yet in my opinion. Now, Riddle was trying to distract Omos, and you know, it's fair to say it backfired quite a lot. The man can fly. I bet he's probably used to flying. So like I've said, this was one of the better Randy Orton and AJ Styles matches. The crowd was really into it, very energetic. We saw an RKO and Randy Orton wins the match. He probably got back and listened to more music. Now wrestling fans all around the world, every single wrestling fan, because everyone is watching me, are expecting me to crap all over this match. Look, I'm about to change the wrestling world. Forget about AEW, I'm about to change the wrestling world. I actually appreciated Nia Jax's work right here. I know. This is your face right now. I know. It's okay. Now, let me tell you why. So we see Shayna Baszler versus Nia Jax finally, and this was a very short match. I guess Nia Jax is just not ready to fight Shayna Baszler yet, but Shayna is just, done with this relationship. So Shayna takes the W, but she's not done. She attacks Nia Jax. She's trying to break her arm using the steel steps, and this looked really brutal. So she probably did. She keeps attacking Nia Jax, and after the spot, I was surprised by how well Nia Jax sold it. I'm right here complimenting Nia Jax. What is happening with this world? I mean, right now you can expect anything. But I gotta be honest, she sold it pretty well. You can almost believe it, and props to Nia Jax. Props to Nia Jax. I know. What a day, man. What a day. Life-changing. This is the moment that is gonna be, one of the biggest moments in wrestling YouTube history. Big. I almost wanna cry. We see Ali and Mansoor versus the team of Humberto, Carrillo, and Angel Garza. We're cousins. We're family. We're a team now. I guess they figured it out finally. Love this tag team. First of all, the opening spot of the match was incredible. I like the way the team looks. I like their tag team moves. And I absolutely love the finish. Love this tag team. You know why I actually love this tag team. Cousins. Similar theme song. Colognes. Primo. Epico. We see it all the time, copying gimmicks from the past. Bray Wyatt is the new The Undertaker. Jon Moxley is the new Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now we have the new Colognes. Finally. Then we saw a women's tag team championship match. Let me tell you the absolute highlight of this match. Rhea Ripley's finisher? Of course you do. So she tries to do that on the apron, and she just kinda puts Tamina on it. Like you put a baby in the bed. And apparently, that was absolutely destructive. I don't know if she's okay. I'm worried about Tamina. And they won the Women's Tag Team Championships. Okay. Nah, but seriously, I'm worried about Tamina. After this kind of move, I don't think you can survive without a broken rib. This was just one of the worst things I've seen, and definitely the worst thing about the show. The only highlight for me was Alexa Bliss calling Charlotte Flair out for being a Flair because she's not original, and Charlotte Flair said, "Don't talk to me about originality." She stole Fiend's gimmick, in case you don't get it. Whatever. This segment sucked. We saw Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. If Jeff Hardy wins, he's going to be added to the match. It will be a triple threat match. This was very good. I absolutely love how Damian Priest carries himself. He cares about the championship. He's a fighting champion. I've really missed this. And so far, I'm loving this championship title reign. The failed Swanton Bomb looked really brutal. I hope Jeff's back is okay. But Jeff Hardy still managed to get that W. Sheamus is angry, saw a brawl, you get the point. It's going to be a triple threat match right now, which is something I really appreciate, And we already seen Damian Priest versus Sheamus, we've seen Damian Priest versus Jeff Hardy, so at least it's a bit different. And then it was time for the main event, Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley versus Biggie. The match was really entertaining. Pay-per-view level match, and I'm sure all of you enjoyed it. Outside of WWE putting Roman Reigns on Raw, I didn't see any complaints. What I appreciate about this match is that all three men were booked as absolute monsters. I don't think anyone came out of this match looking weaker. I don't think anyone's momentum was really damaged. In the final moments of the match, Bobby Lashley was smashing Big E with a steel chair. He gets cocky, turns around, and meets Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns takes the W. Obviously, it's a bit odd that a guy from SmackDown won on Monday Night Raw against two of the biggest Raw names. I understand if you have a problem with that. Then again, the draft is coming soon, so we don't even know who's gonna end up where. And let's be fair, Roman Reigns is just on another level. When you look at all of these three men, yes, sure, all look legit, but Roman Reigns gives you a different kind of presence, a different kind of legitimacy. And that was your Monday Night Raw. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Usually I talk about Raw, it's mostly negative, boring, rematches, same old shit. I know WWE kinda cheated by, you know, putting Roman Reigns on that show. But to me, it just kind of show that Roman Reigns desperately needs to be on Monday Night Raw, because Raw needs Reigns. So thank you for watching this video. As always, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.